Good morning and welcome to Daybreak Banter, the part of your morning that shows up before your brain fully signs in for the day. It's Tuesday, April 14th, and here's what's coming up. A moment in history that changed communication forever. A couple of oddly perfect celebrations, something small that might make your day easier. A listener moment that could have gone better, and a quick reset to keep things in perspective. Let's get into it. On this day in 1912, the RMS Titanic struck an iceberg late in the evening. What followed became one of the most well-known maritime disasters in history. But one detail that often gets overlooked was how communication played a role. Wireless operators were sending and receiving messages right up until the end. A reminder that in critical moments, connection matters. And that actually leads into our faith quote of the day. The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit. Psalm 34:18. Even in the hardest moments, you're not as alone as you might feel. Let's take a look at what today decided to celebrate. First up, it's National Gardening Day, which sounds peaceful, until you realize you now have responsibility for something that can't text you when it's thirsty. And then there's National Dolphin Day, a reminder that somewhere in the world, something is having a better day than you, and it's doing flips about it. Here's something interesting to think about today. Your brain is more likely to remember unfinished tasks than completed ones. It's called the Zeigarnik effect, which explains why that one thing you didn't finish yesterday is still hanging around in your head today. So here's something simple you can do. If something is stuck in your mind, don't try to finish it all at once. Just define the next step, not the whole solution, just the next step. That alone can quiet the mental noise. Let's take a second to reset. Relax your shoulders, take a slow breath in and out. Now mentally set one priority for today, not 5, just 1. Now, let's get into today's listener banter. This one comes from Ashley in Tampa. I waved back at someone who was waving to the person behind me, and then just committed to it like we were friends. There's a moment where you realize, and then there's the decision to double down. Respect. Do what you can with what you have, where you are. Theodore Roosevelt. You don't need perfect conditions, you just need to begin where you are. Before we wrap up, let's take a quick moment to reflect. What's one thing you've been overthinking that could be simplified into just one next step? Start there. That's your Daybreak Banter for Tuesday, April 14th, where history, dolphins, and awkward waves all made an appearance. Leave us a 5-star review. It helps more than you think. Tell us your most awkward public moment. Subscribe so your mornings stay sharp, and share this with someone who overthinks everything. Until tomorrow, stay kind, stay curious, and may all your waves be returned by the right person.